Hey guys, how's it going? It's Target here. Welcome back to another episode of the Colorado Avalanche. Be a GM here. We're at the re-sign stage. That's where I left you guys off last time. Now I apologize. I've been away for a couple weeks. I've been out of the country, went on vacation, so I wasn't here to really, address any of the comments, but we're going to do that in this video now because I am back and I'm able to do that. A lot of good suggestion from you guys. Many of you telling me, exactly how the playoff format works. I actually took a look at that right after I finished, and I figured that out. But I do appreciate you guys getting back to me on that one. Very informative. A couple other tidbits. People are saying don't worry so much about how much the players drop because they do get better at the end of free agency. So not the re-sign phase, but free agency. They get better there. And somebody said maybe even all the way up to the 13th of September. But I think free agency sounds more practical. So like at the end of, when is it? The end of July? Or end of August? End of August is when free agency officially ends. So I think like this little image, the little signing thing on the, that ends. So that makes sense. Anyway, in terms of addressing our roster, I had to take a look at it again. I had to really break it down to see who is going to be playing where. So I think our top line is pretty much set. We're going to be having Matt Duchene, Gabriel Landeskog, and Patrick Kane. No doubt about it. So those three players we need to re-sign. Sorry, I guess it's just, Patrick Kane that needs to be re-signed. But the second line, I thought we'd do O'Reilly, Berchi, and Tarasenko. Just because I'm just going by best players right now. This is the idea. He's got pretty good passing. He's got good passing and he's got good face-off. So he's going to get possession of the puck a lot. And he's still got a couple years to get better. So I'm thinking people said they go up 1 to 2. So he might be an 85 overall center by the time we get things rolling again. McKinnon might even be an 84 center or an 85, 86 center depending on how well he gets over the free agency period in the offseason. Now, for the third line, I think what we'll do is Stoll, McGinn, and McKinnon. A couple reasons for that. McKinnon is not the best centerman. I put his faceoffs at 68. I set him up because they put him at 60. That's way too low for any kind of center that they want to make it in the NHL. Way too low. So if he goes with a good defensive forward like Jarrett Stoll, and he's got really good defensive awareness. Let me take a look at it again here. Or decent, 85. For a third-line player, that's really good. Jarrett Stoll would be a nice center for McKinnon and would have to really only cover, McKinnon's low defensive awareness, which isn't that much lower, which is 82. But, he doesn't have the best body checking and stuff like that. But his offensive awareness is through the roof. So he'll get a lot of power play time. And if he plays the third line, that means that he's not going to be as tired for the power play, and he'll have a lot of opportunities there. Now, here's the problem where I was facing, too. It comes down to the fourth line. The fourth line is going to be Jay McClement and Steve Downey. Oh, I better take a look at McGinn here. Oh, he's a left wing. McGinn. There he is. Jamie McGinn, another two-way forward. Again, really good defensive awareness, good body checking. He would lend himself really well to playing alongside of Nathan McKinnon. Nathan McKinnon, Jarrett Stoll, and Jamie McGinn. McGinn and Stoll will cover basically the defensive end. Let McKinnon do his thing. Now, I traded for Conacher, and a lot of you people said don't trade for Conacher. Actually, you know what? I figured that out afterwards. That's part of the reason why I didn't get some of your messages. I was out of the country. I went with Conacher over Scheifele in that time. I should have probably gone with Scheifele, but Conacher isn't bad. I mean, the only problem is he does not find his way onto our team. He's a signed player, so that's not a big deal. But if we need to, Corey Conacher could very likely find his way out. I know we just traded for him, but he could very much find his way out of the team just because he doesn't fit the role we need him to fit. He'd be playing the fourth line. Or I guess I could put Jamie McGinn down there. I could put a playmaker, two playmakers and a two-way forward, or two forwards, or two-way forwards and a playmaker. You can jumble it up quite a bit. But Berchi is definitely a sign. He's on that second line. And Mersak is the other one. I know Mersak's a great sniper. He's got an absolutely phenomenal shot, but the problem is now we have McKinnon in the system, and we've got a lot of good defensive players on the third and fourth line. We don't have room for another offensive player like Mersak, and unfortunately his offensive awareness at 87 is just not as good as McKinnon. It's basically McKinnon versus Mersak, and I feel that McKinnon will be better. We need McKinnon to play now. So Mersak, I think we're going to let him go because we're going to run out of salary cap as well when we're dealing with him. Downey will play the fourth line, like I said. Defense, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Chris Russell will be our final sign there. Justin Falk will re-sign. So that's really not bad considering the cap we're paying for these players. So that's really nice. Goaltending, we're going to go with Varlamov again. I feel like he could get better. Maybe go to an 85 by the end of the offseason. I mean, he had a good year. He went up. So, and Calvin Pickard, we have to re-sign him. 81 overall goalie. He's going to be listed as a backup. So we got a lot of room there. So our first major sign is definitely our right wing, Patrick Kane. Let's see what he wants. We've got $13 million in cap space. That's where we could run into an issue because we've got Kane. We've got Tarasenko. We're letting go of Mersak. We've got Berchi. And that looks like it on the defenseman. So those are really our major signs. So mostly right wings. So let's take a look at Patrick Kane first. Let's see what he wants. He's probably going to want around $8 million. Yeah, $8.4 million for 6 years. Is that his cheapest price? Probably. Oh, no, 5 years is cheaper. 230. But I guess we could sign him for 5 years. Save a little bit of green wherever you can. I mean, in 5 years, I mean, he's only got one more year left before he caps out. Hold on, I need a calculator here before I can get going. Okay, so let's go ahead and offer Patrick Kane a contract. I just got to get my phone out so I can calculate this. So he wants 8.485. 8.485. Oops. We're going to multiply that by 0.85. And 721 is what Patrick Kane wants. That's about half of our salary cap. So 7215. So let's back this up here. Let's get down to 7.215. There we go. We'll give him that for 5 years. That's about half the salary cap. Now we still have to sign Tarasenko. We still have to sign Berchi. And these guys are going to probably want $7 million between. Oh no, 2.6. That might be very feasible then. If we can get these guys over a long period of time. And Tarasenko at 3.4, that's $5 million. We're still going to have about $1.5 million left. And what does Falk want? Probably about that. Oh, 2.9. We'll see how this goes. We may have to end up letting Justin Falk go and find a more appropriate bottom 6, okay? So let's take a look at... actually, let's sim a day. And let's see if Patrick Kane took the contract. Let's see what we get here. I think he'll take it. I don't see why he wouldn't. Oh, he rejected it. I was clear on how long I was willing to stick with a team, but you've chosen something different. I can understand you. I think that's something they changed in this game. You can't really change the years that much and drop the value. So he wants the same for 6 years. So let's just give him what he's asking for, 8.4. Hey, that's exactly what we just offered him. 8.485? That was it, wasn't it? Now he wants that for 6 years. So 7.215. Yeah, that's exactly the contract. So if he'll take this, that's even better for us. That's an extra year at the same price. It wasn't much of a difference, but it was a difference. Okay, let's sim one more day. We got a ton of free agency days left to go, and not many players to re-sign. It's going to be Patrick Kane. Once we got him down, we're going to sign the other two, and then we're going to sign the defenseman. Okay, so we got Patrick Kane for an extra year at that price. That's a great deal. Fantastic. We got 6.735 left. I think Tarasenko is definitely our next order of business. He was one of the players we went out and tried to get. So 3 years at 3.4. He will take 3 years at 3.385. Or 2 years at 2.6. Let's get 4 years. Oh no, wait, that's an extra $1 million. Never mind. 3.42 times 0.85. That gives us 2.905. Or sorry, 2.910. That's a good price again. Okay, so there's Vladimir Tarasenko for 2.910. So it's less than 3 million. And we'll go to our left winger, Sven Barchi. Negotiate a new contract with you. 2.610. 2.61 times 0.85. 2.220 is what he wants. But let's see if we can get him cheaper. Hold on. Now let's just give him it. 2.220. Some people say Sven Barchi doesn't pan out, but we'll see. We'll see. He might pan out. Okay, let's simulate a day. Let's see if we got Berchi and Tarasenko, our two second-line snipers, who are going to light it up. He took the contract, as did Tarasenko. We've got $3.7 million left to spend. That is enough to pick up our defenseman. Now, the other thing is, our problem is we're missing another depth player. So that might be a problem for us. Let's just see here. Well, you know what we could do? You know what? We're okay. We're okay. Let's sign Justin Falk. And we'll be good to go. We'll be good to go on this one. So 2.905 times 0.85, 2.470. So save a couple $100,000. Not much, but enough to make a difference, okay? So we've got, how much cap space do we have here? 3.7, so we're going to have about just over $1 million left. That's tons. That's plenty when it comes to making trades. So I don't see a problem there. Anybody else? Oh, Calvin Pickard. How much does he want? 1.070. Okay, so he wants that price for 2 years. Okay, let's give him that. Let's see, 1.07 times 0.85 is 909. So 910 is what we can offer him. Oops, there you go. So 910 for Calvin Pickard. That's a great deal. Now we've got less salary cap space, but you know what? We're spending $1.8 million on, so we got Falk and we got Pickard. Perfect. Now, before we continue any further, I need to take a look at the players that we're going to be having play in the minor league system, okay? So that's a big thing here, is having those players that play in the minor league system. I'd like to have them available to us. So we've got all our players signed that we need here. Now, Oliver was our top line center down there. We really don't have any depth, so I'm going to give Oliver a new contract. We'll give him what he wants. Doesn't really matter. It's not going to affect our cap hit at all. Left wings, Cody McLeod. He's a grinder. We can call him up if we need to, if we want to trade away, you know, Corey Conacher. 580 for Vander Gulik. That's fine, and I believe that was it. Burgess isn't going to play this year. He's not good enough. Mersak, we're going to release you. Wyman, I'm going to... You know what? I'm not going to give Wyman a contract. I'm not. I'm gonna leave him. I think we can find somebody better at free agency. What was he, a right wing? Yeah, he's a right wing. So if we find another right wing to play there. Hunwick, he's a really good depth player. So we're gonna give him a contract 1 year. Why not? He's still, oh no, he's not getting better anymore, but that's okay. Holden, another good defenseman, will help our minor league team. You know, you still want to have those skilled minor league players so that they can help some of your younger players progress when they're in the AHL. Siemens, yes. We're gonna leave Cutting, I think. No, we're gonna give Cutting a we can get somebody better than Cutting. Pardon me, but we will sign Geertsen here. We will give him a contract. 5.75 for 3 years. That's good enough. Okay. I'm not spending too much time here. I don't want to waste your guys' time with all this. So Smith, we do need to get Jeremy Smith. He's a really good goalie. 76 overall. Now, he's only 26 years old. So he'll be a backup forever. He'll be a backup forever. All right. Oh, it actually tells you what they are. It tells you what their minor backup goalie. So they got him as a backup at 76 overall, but I'm going to be playing him in the minors. There's no doubt about it. Addo Kylio, you know what? I'd rather have Windsor play, but yeah, I'm just going to I'll tender him a qualifying offer. Why not? And I'll negotiate a contract with Clint Windsor for 3 years. That's fine. That's fine with me. All right, we'll simulate a day. We don't have much time left here in the re-sign phase. We're going to go to free agency. Today's the final day of re-sign phase. Just hit continue. We've gone up. Okay, so we've got McLeod, Hunwick, Oliver, Gwanin, Vander Gulik, Smith, Holden, Windsor, and Geertsen. Okay, so we got everybody I think we wanted there. Is there anybody left over we don't want to sign yet? Wyman and Mersak we are releasing. We don't have enough room for them here on our team. We're going to release... Oh, hold on. Is Hishon one of them? Yes, sorry, I forgot to sign Hishon. Negotiate a new contract with Hishon, so 580. We'll give him what he wants. He can't say no to that. And Hurd, is he one of the guys that we were going with? Not really. So I'm just going to release Hurd. Yeah, no Hurd. Okay, so let's release Hurd. Okay. And I think that's it for everybody. Oh, Burgess, yeah, he's not playing yet, even though he's 4 yellow stars. D'Angelo, yeah, he'll play eventually, but he's not there yet. And that is that for now. So we'll advance one more day. This is going to go into free agency now. And we've got basically $3.8 million in cap space as it sits. I don't know how that's possible. Continue. Continue. I guess it depends on your space, like the players they currently have on the NHL roster, right? So I think we're pretty much set. Let's take a look at who's there available in free agency. Jonathan Toews is there. 94 overall is Jonathan Toews with 95 faceoffs. Unbelievable. Probably one of the best centers in the game then. At that price, he's better than Sidney Crosby, I would think. Nick Bonino. We would be looking for, I guess, I don't know. Like, look at the cost. If you look for a defenseman that's better than Russell, you're looking at... We pay him 1.8, I believe. So 1.955 for one up. 1.8, it's a little bit of a savings, not much. And then you're getting the depth players. So I think we're good with what we've got now. I don't see any reason why we need to upgrade that. What about goalies? Anybody? No. Jones is the best one. So Taze Bonino. Two teams interested in Jonathan Taze. He wants $10 million. That we cannot afford. There's no doubt about it. But let's take a look at potential players. Morrissey. Josh Morrissey. 57 overall. He's 20 years old. And he's 4 green stars. Now, is he a UFA? Or is he an RFA? Let's take a look at UFAs. He is a UFA. Okay, Josh Morrissey. 575. We want to be competitive. We'll give him the top. We'll give him 950. All right. And then this Jimmy Lodge guy. He's 4 red stars. I will take a gamble on a 4 red star player. Let's give him 950 as well. Okay. So we got a couple there. And then JC Lipin. He's 21 years old right now. I think we drafted him before. At 3.5 gold stars. That's better than what we got in the system now. Nobody wants him, but let's give him 0.7 just in case. Torrey Krug. 24 years old. Anybody else higher than that? Not really. Any other green? There's a green star. Phil McRae. He's 25 years old. They got him as a 4th line center. Not enough face-offs for me to even bother. That is that. So let's take a look at goalies. Who's got the highest potential goalie? Nilsson. Pascal. Sorry, McCollum. Nobody really standing out to me. Maybe Nielsen, but he's really no different than what's his name? I can't remember his name. So, whatever. I think that's good enough there then. I think that's good. So, we'll give those guys the contracts. We'll simulate up a couple days. Now, a lot of you were saying that, what do you call it? Okay, so he took it. His borderline being financially low. I jacked that right up for him. Lipin and Morrissey all took my contracts. So, that's really nice. Really good, really good. Who signed Jonathan Taze? Lightning. They signed Jonathan Taze, the Tampa Bay Lightning. Really? Okay, hold on. I got to take a look at their contracts. Who do they have? Do they still have Steven Stamkos? Or are they going to put him on the wing? Like, what's the deal there? Hold on. Tampa Bay. There you are. So they have Stamkos and they have Taze now. How are you going to do that? That's crazy. That'd be an insane top line. Taze, Stamkos, and then who would their other top 4 would be? Filppula, I guess. 3 centermen. That's their top play. My goodness. No, that's why. They've got no cap space in anything else. Jonathan Taze, they got him for 11.2. Holy shit. That's crazy. Then they got Jonathan Drouin, too. Like, they're nuts. They're stacked right now. They're going to be really scary in the future. Really scary in the future. Wow. Okay. And Kucherov, who's a really good passer. Well, you know what? They brought him down on this one. They've given him a 4.5 red stars. And the other one is 4.5 yellow, and he was always nasty with the passes. Absolutely insane. He got to 99 every time. And they've got Adam Ernie, too. So they've got a lot of depth players in their system. So let me see here. I'm going to simulate up to, let's go to the 13th. And I want to see, actually, you know what? I'm going to go to the 31st. And we'll see if our players get any better at all. All right, because I think this is pretty much the team we're going to roll with, barring any major, differences. Something happens that we don't expect. The team is not performing to the standard that we need. We might go out and search, in search of something that brings a little bit more to the table. But for now, okay, so we got Sammy Atikilio. What? Okay, why did he take so long to sign? I signed him right at the end of free agency. Sorry, what was I talking about? Yeah, if we need to. If we need to address any problem areas, we will. I'm actually going to stop the simulation there, and I'm going to take a look at our contracts again. Actually, you know what? Let me go to, hold on. I don't remember if I did this last time, but GM Tracker. Let's see if anything we can upgrade. Not really. Don't need to upgrade medical staff because we don't have injuries on. I hate injuries in this game. It's so annoying. GM options. We'll go to contracts, and we'll see exactly if anybody's getting any better. We'll see here. Centers. So Duchesne is an 86. That's still the same. McKinnon went up to an 83. That is better. Morgan Riley's an 83 now, so that's a. Well, he's still an 83. Sorry, those guys are all the same. Landeskog, he's back up to an 80. Oh, he was an 86, wasn't he? I think he was already. Yeah, he went down from an 88. Bertocci's still an 83. McGinn's an 82, and Conacher's an 82. Right wingers, Patrick Kane still is a 90. Tarasenko went up 1, so they are getting better steadily here. Myers is still an 87. Fowler's still an 83. Falk an 81. So that's all the same still. So I'm going to go ahead and just finish the month, and let's go to, oops, let's go to the first, because that'll be the end. Now we've seen some progression in the players. We'll see if that continues on to here. So we'll go to the first, we'll check it again, and then I'm going to go to the 13th where the season clicks over, and we'll see if that actually affects it all. See if there's any difference in the players at that point either. Maybe we can get them back up to an 88. Somebody was saying they'll go back up. Don't worry, fear not. But it wasn't a good season last year. It was supposed to be a step forward. Instead, it was a step back. So I really don't think that they're going to get back up to an 88. Maybe an 87. And then throughout the year, Landeskog will work his way to an 89. But I don't see him being an 88. If he is, perfect. Then I don't have to fret too much about, you know, off seasons as much anymore. All right, let's go take a look. Let's look at contracts. Centers. And we'll sort by overall. So, yeah, Duchesne is 86, McKinnon's 83, and O'Reilly's 83. Still the same. Landeskog 86. So that looks like about where they're going to sit. Unless at the 13th it kicks over again, which it might. Somebody did say the 13th. Can't remember who, but somebody did mention it. The 13th is always the kicker date for the year. Always the kicker date for the year. So let's see here. Marian Host is being shopped. Okay, so they want 38 wins from us this year. That was the same as last year. Let's go to GM options. Let's go to contracts. Let's see if that kicked something over. Oh, it did. That is the one. It's the 13th that's the better one. So Matt Duchesne is an 87 overall. Ryan O'Reilly's an 84. Stoll went up to an 82. McClement went, I think he was a 79, so he went up to an 80. Left wingers. Oh, who's not there? McKinnon. McKinnon isn't there. We'll take a look at both rosters because it's going to be different. Landeskog, he went up to an 88, so they were right. And Barchi went to an 84. McGinn went to an 83. Conacher stayed. Right wingers, Patrick Kane still a 90. Tarasenko, though, big jump for Tarasenko. He went from an 83 to an 85, so he did go up quite a bit. And Steve Downey's an 82, so he went up too as well. That's a big deal. Eric Johnson, 88, 87, 83. Barry's an 83. Falk's an 82. Somebody dropped, and I think it's Fowler. Fowler was an... Oh, no, Barry was an 84. Somebody here was an 84. One of these two guys. I don't know who. Goalies, Varlamov did go up one to an 85. Whoa! Jeremy Smith went up to an 84 from a 7... What was he, 75, 76? He went up 8 or 9 overall points in the offseason. That's crazy. We could trade him away. All right, let's take a look at in the system here. Windsor's still at 56. Looks like Ada Collie went up quite a bit too. McKinnon's still an 83. That's okay though. That's a nice. I don't want him to jump too quickly, you know. Anybody else here? No. Anybody else jump? Not really. Wow, what a jump. I cannot believe that jump. I mean, it's really taking away from Calvin Pickard. He went up to an 83 as well, so he went up a lot as well. You know, so we've got a lot of good goalies in our system. We could actually trade one of these guys away. We've got some value now. We could trade him away for a pick. And I like to... Calvin Pickard's cheaper, is he not? Or are they both cheap? Goalies. And Smith, he's done. Calvin Pickard could get better. So we'll probably trade away Jeremy Smith, even though his trade value is going to be huge. At 0.84 for 84 overall, that's crazy. Our goaltending situation is looking really good. That 85-83 tandem will do really well. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there for now. And let me know what you guys think. I mean, obviously, I'm going to trade away the goalie. Which goalie do you want to see go? Smith or Pickard? My vote is probably for Smith, just because he is 26 years old. This is last year. He's going to be 84. Picard, you never know. He may get up to an 85, maybe an 86. You never know with these guys. It's really unpredictable in this game, which I really like. Some players are going to get better than others. Some players are going to stay the same. It's really nice to have that variety. Anyway, guys, until next time, thanks for watching. I'm Target Audience. You guys have a good one.